I am putting the headstock decal on the Strich neck that I'd stained in an earlier episode. I use this here water slide decal paper, clear inkjet. Got this on Amazon. It has all your instructions right here. So basically you just get your design, print it, and then hit it with I use this Rust-Oleum. I don't know where that comes in there, but Rust-Oleum crystal clear enamel. Yesterday I gave the ink. This is you set your printer on photo quality and print it out. This is I used business card size on Canva to do this design. You pick shapes and you can put the shape down, and I used the same shape twice, and then to get the gray border around the outside of it there, I picked the same shape again, make it a little bit bigger, and then if you click on properties, or I can't remember, it's 3 dots I think, and you can put move to back, and it moves it to the back. And then if you choose white for your text color, when I cut this out, it should leave that clear so the red will show through where the white is. So basically all I'm going to do is cut these out. I'm going to put the 90 Deluxe across here, and then the Electrovolt right here. I have some distilled water. Our water's very hard here, so I always use distilled water whenever I can. So I printed 3 of these out, and they say leave like 1/8 of an inch around your design. So I'm going to try to split the difference right between these two. Yeah, that'll work, so I don't have to use another design. So let me just cut these out, and then you soak it. I've never used these before, but this is dried overnight. Okay, so I have the decals in cut out, so let me just throw one. I'll just do them one at a time here. Yep, curled up just like okay. I'm just gonna throw some gloves on real quick. Should have already. Don't get any oil on this. I'm gonna shoot it with this after I get it on there. I should have a towel ready too. Alright. It should be able to slide off easily. Oh, it's already sliding off. Get that a little wet. I say hold that and pull the paper. Oh, that worked. Oh man, no. Uh-oh. I could keep from. It's hard to put down right. See if we can drag it into the correct location. tricky. They really want to stick down once they get there. All right. Okay. I'm just going to blot this. All right, so I got the electrovolt on there. Let's go ahead and get this one. It just doesn't take long for this to want to float off. And then they say let it dry for 3 hours. And then I'm going to mask this off. And then just hit the headstock alone, just this part at the top. I'll probably mask the sides too, just where I just get the top of the headstock. Let's see. And this I want it just straight across the top, right there. So, yep. So, let me see if I can. I think that's it right there. And then they say, like I said, let these dry for 3 hours. And then I'll mask all this off and just hit it real quick. A couple coats. But I think Electrovolt 90 Deluxe. There we go. That looks good with the red showing through. Of course, this guitar is going to have the two P90s, and I can show you the guitar real quick. Here's the guitar. It's been curing about a day is all, so I got to let this go at least 7 days, and we'll be ready to assemble. There we go. I'll let this dry, and then that'll be it. I'll coat it with that. Okay, so I've got it sanded down. Here's the original, and here's the bone nut. I finished with 320. I started with 150, and basically I was just circular motions, and then kind of even pressure. Keep checking it from the sides, and then I can always adjust it now from the top easily. So always remember you could take off, but you can't put it back on. So that was about, and you'll have the high side of the nut facing this way, so that you'll have a angle on your nut towards the strings, and then where it leaves the nut on this side, that's where you're going to adjust your indentation from, and everything else. It's all from where your string leaves the nut. So you need an angle so that if you had it arched, you wouldn't be able to tell for sure within this space where you know, the string length would actually be, right? So if you angle it, you know, all the strings are leaving the nut right at the edge, which makes the string length right at this position here. So anyway, that should do that. And I believe also a note, since I've been working on this for about, I don't know, it's been a month and a half, a couple months. I've had the neck off the guitar, and I've had them in different humidity ranges. This was in the house where it's higher humidity than where the guitar was getting worked on. Long story short, I was trying to fit the neck, of course, after just a few days of curing, and the neck had swelled pretty decently. And so make sure you take the pressure off the neck. Don't freak out. Put the guitar's in the house in the box with it open in about 50% humidity, and put the neck in there with it. I brought the neck out just to work on this right now, but it'll go back in there, and it's been in for a week, and it's the neck will fit now. So things will, you know, don't freak out if your neck looks way too big or things don't, especially if you got mismatched woods like this okume versus maple. You know, they'll expand and contract at different rates and all this. But anyway, try that first. You know, try 7 days in the same room, you know, and you know, like about 50% humidity if you can hack that, you know, and see if they come back in. But anyway, that's the neck with the bone nut. I have a tool that I can use for these are just little files, and they have the widths on each of these, and you can use these for you know, filing your nut. Anyway, we'll get to that after I want to get the strings on it and see how it is all set up before I start messing with taking it down too far or anything. I think it's probably pretty close. I'll need to take it down a little. Anyway, I think that's about it. We're fixing to hit assembly here. All right. Thanks for watching.